Josh Giddey scores 22 points in his return and goes 10 to 15 from the field, almost gets a triple double, but the Chicago Bulls do lose despite a late surge against the Phoenix Suns. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Hayes, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Hayes, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into for tonight. Hey, the Chicago Bulls make this game interesting late, right? The Chicago Bulls, which were down by almost 30 points at one point late in this game, go on a really crazy run to end it. To make the ending look a little bit closer than what this game was, the Bulls went on a 9-7 run, then followed that up with a 20-6 run from 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter till 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter before the Phoenix Suns go on a 4-2 run to close out the quarter. And the game for that matter. But this was a game where the Bulls competed early, they didn't compete in the middle, and then they competed late, right? And shout out to the Chicago Bulls for making this game a little bit more fun than what it looked like it was going to be down the stretch of this game. But I tell you what, I've said this before, coming into this stretch here for the Bulls, they're facing off against a lot better teams. And I think this is going to be what kind of settles out their record, so to say. Right, I think this is going to even out their record. But they got their ass kicked today. Do not allow the final score to mislead you. 41 points from Devin Booker today, 26 points from Kevin Durant. But then outside of that, it was how they abused the Bulls' turnovers, man. They had 23 points off turnovers in this game. Second chance points, they had 26-9 on the second chance points as well. Now, while we did win points in the paint battle, 60-48, we also won the fast break battle, 31-17. It really came down to how this team just was not able to get them off the boards. They had 13 offensive rebounds in this game. We got out-rebounded overall by 6. The Bulls just need to get that together, man. Bulls got to get it together. And that's just really unfortunate. Another DNP for Jalen Carter today. As I said at the opening, Josh Giddey with 22 points off 10 of 15 shooting. He had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover. Josh Giddey showed, hey, I'm still in rhythm. And I got to give Josh Giddey credit for that. To miss 4 games, to come back and basically pick up right where you left off, you got to commend Josh Giddey for that. And one of the questions that I did have is how is Josh Giddey going to come back from injury? He's going to come back a little bit slow. It's going to take him time to find his rhythm, especially because it was his ankle. He came out in the first game. He was in attack mode. He didn't have the best first quarter, right? It was actually a pretty questionable first quarter from Josh Giddey, and I was a little bit worried about it. Josh Giddey in the first quarter of this game went 0 for 2 from the field, but he did have 5 rebounds, and that's where you were like, all right, he's still out there competing. He's going to find that rhythm, and maybe that's all it took was just for him to have that one quarter to then find his rhythm, because Josh Giddey, for the most part, he was attacking. He was putting his body on people as far as to get to the rim. Not the free throw attempts that we were seeing kind of earlier before this. No free throw attempts for him in this game, but he went 2 of 4 from 3-point range. So it's always going to kind of be that balance, right? Now, even though he didn't get any free throw attempts in this game, I'm not going to hold that against him. He still, overall, he was in attack mode. He didn't play timidly, nothing like that. And when it comes down to Josh Giddey, it is about the way that you balance it. If your 3-point shot is falling, even at a decent rate, you don't necessarily need to get to the free throw line as much. I still would love to see him get minimum 3 free throws per game, but it is what it is there. He did make it happen. Played extremely well upon his return. Coby White tied for leading the team in scoring with 24 points. He went 9 of 18 from the field. 50% shooting is really good. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He played really, really good today. Only 2 turnovers from Coby White as well, even though the Bulls had a multitude of turnovers. They had a bunch of people tied with 2. Nikola Vucevic was tied for our leading scorer today. 4 for 8 from three today, 24 points, only 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He did have 3 blocks as well. Maybe this is a game where Nikola Vucevic realized, somebody told Nikola Vucevic, hey, Vooch, if you don't play better, you're going to still be in Chicago next season. Vooch said, what? Yeah, you're still going to be in Chicago. Vooch said, huh? They said, Vooch, if you don't play better, you lurch-looking motherfucker, you're going to stay in Chicago next year. He said, oh, shit, and went out there and had himself a basketball game. So shout out to Nikola Vucevic for actually remembering how to play the game of basketball and not being a dead body out there. Still got to rebound the ball better, but he went 10 to 17 from the field. 12 points from Trey Jones, 9 assists, 6 rebounds from Trey Jones, and a block. Trey Jones is just spectacular, man. Love the Trey Jones minutes. I love the effort that he continually gives the Chicago Bulls, man. It's really good to see that. Matas, 25 minutes played, only 5 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field today, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 1 assist, 1 steal, no rebounds for Matas Buzelis either. And I know that we criticize Nikola Vucevic when he doesn't get the rebounds that we expect. The same thing needs to go to Matas. I know that he doesn't play in the paint as much as Vooch, but with Matas's length, there's no reason he shouldn't get at least a rebound. Honestly, at least 2 or 3 of them a game. This was not a terrible game for Matas. He did have a highlight reel dunk, which seems like he gets one every single game. But Matas, I know he had a tough defensive assignment today, but you need a little bit better from that, right? 8 points from Zach Collins today, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 4 or 6 from the field. He only played 18 minutes as well, which left nothing for Jalen Smith in that. 5 points from Patrick Williams off the bench. And 6 points, 6 points from Julian Phillips as well. Dalen Terry only played 5 minutes today as well when it comes down to it, man. But yeah, this is the Bulls overall. Like they played a pretty solid game when you look at it statistically, but when you watch this game, the defense was absolutely piss poor for probably about 90% of this game. The defense was absolutely god awful. And the Bulls got to find a way. Like I'm a little bit disappointed by that because this has been such a good defensive team since the All-Star break. I just expected better from their defense today. So I was a little let down at the defensive effort, but you can't win them all. You're not always going to have good defensive nights, even if you were the most sound defensive team. But I think we left a lot on the table as far as just the effort that we gave on that defensive side of the ball. We didn't close out enough. You really got to get physical with that Phoenix Suns team. We didn't do that. And I think, that lack of physicality really led to a lot of second chance points for that Phoenix Suns team, which really between that and points off turnovers, that's where the Bulls lost this game at. Had they not had as many points off turnovers or second chance points, I mean, got to look at it. They would have had better momentum, right? Second chance points are also a really big momentum getter, I think, is the way you got to talk about that. So, that's also something that hurt the Bulls today, but, they'll find it. But, the Bulls now, on this road trip, are getting the wake-up calls that's needed, right? Regardless if that's AK and Eversley at the front office to wake them up about where they really stand as far as competition, whether that's the wake-up call to the players on them needing to give better effort. The Bulls right now, starting on this West Coast trip, are 1-2, right? 1-2 with a real chance to lose the next 3, right? So they could come away with this, 1-5 is 1-5 if I'm counting correctly. On this road trip, you got Sacramento, Zach LaVine revenge game. You got the Los Angeles Lakers. You got the Denver Nuggets. Those are your next 3 games, and you come back to the United Center to face off against the Los Angeles Lakers again. The Bulls got to get this one together. I would love to see the Bulls get 1 win here, right, out of those games at bare minimum. Get over that 30 win projection. You guys know I had them between 32 and 34 wins today. In this season, get them above that. But it is what it is when it comes down to it. The Bulls came out. I love the competition. I love the fact that that Billy Donovan left them out there, right? And then they were able to go back on that run. And the reason why I like both of those things separately is that as a head coach, sometimes you need to send a message, and you need your players to be out there and show me how you can go out there and fight back. Maybe if you didn't even necessarily expect them to, Go out there and show me the fight that you got, right? And the players, listen, for what it's worth, a large section of that, not all of it, the Phoenix Suns still had Kevin Durant and Devin Booker out there. So this was a legitimate run that the Bulls went on, but, it wasn't successful, right? So they're going to have to get that together. You're going to have to get that together. So overall, you just learn from this game. You go back to the drawing board, come out with better intensity, find that intensity that you've been playing with, and just make that a consistent part. You got to get that thing together. You got to get that together. Again, it still wasn't the lack of energy that we saw like earlier in the season, right? But you could definitely tell the Bulls were cell shocked a little bit, right? Almost as if whatever game plan that they came up with completely and utterly failed. And they were just like, all right, what do we do? Because the Bulls, even in their losses, right? Even in the Bulls' probably last 10 losses, they've been pretty competitive in those games down the stretch. This is one of the first games in a while where the Bulls got completely, lost control. Not control of the range isn't the right, but they lost themselves, right? And it seemed like it took them a minute to be like, okay, all right, let's get back on the same page. Let's rally together. Let's play as a team. And let's figure it the fuck out, right? And they eventually, some signs of life in this one. Like I said, good to see Nikola Vucevic actually look like a basketball player again. It would be nice, Vuce, if you show up to more games. So, thank you for showing up tonight and loss. It'd be nice if you show up to a few more games between now and the end of the season. But maybe I'm just asking for much. Shay says, Hayes, games like this really piss me off because turnovers and rebounds are things that 18 can simply control. That 18 instead of 18? Shay, what the? Shay, your beef with the English language needs to stop, bro. Instead of 18, come on, fam. Come on, bro. Do better, bro. Do better. Can simply control by just playing better and paying attention to details. Agreed. Stuff minutes restrictions. Giddy should have played more. Well, I don't think he's only. This is like Giddy played the minutes he basically typically plays. I don't necessarily think it's like a harsh minute restriction personally. Giddy off the start of the second and fourth cost us the game. Sorry, call it as I see it. I mean, no, I won't say that it's just that. Like Josh Giddey himself doesn't stop second chance points. Now he helps it, right? And I do think you're in a better position if Giddey's out there, but you can't say he's just on Josh Giddey playing. Guys who got killed in the paint, and y'all telling me, yeah, because there's two sides of basketball, dumbass. Like if you overcorrect just for one thing, you're hurting yourself in other places. Nick, stop. You stop trying to down this hill. You're not going to win this. Nobody's buying with you on this start, Zach Collins. It's stupid. Everybody's telling you it's stupid. Stop trying to sound smart and just realize you came up, as all of us have sometimes, with a dumbass idea. And that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Go back to the drawing board, figure it out, do better, and it's going to be okay. Like your parents named you Nicholas for some like Nicholas just carries a sign of like common sense. Like you expect that from that name. Carry that. Don't disrespect your parents' choice in naming you with coming here looking like a dumbass. Don't do that. Don't do that. Plus, it's end of season. I'm back on demon time. It's almost 1:00 in the morning. You really don't want to do that, bro. Giddy would be benched for bad defense early in the year, and now Vooch can be terrible on defense and gets minutes no matter what. I mean, hey, you're not wrong. I'm really hoping for a good win tonight. And spoiler, no pro tank. Josh Giddey should have did what he did in the first half. He made scoring look easy in the fourth. I mean, but listen, I think he ramped up, right? So I understand that. Bro, every time we play this team, we lose. Hey, some teams just got your number. I know that some people are going to have your number, but the fact that Nikola Vucevic got literally all played by a guy out. Outplayed, Shay. Outplayed by a guy. And Nick Richards, who is not a good rebounder, even close, shaking my head. Shay, bro, there's no rush. Stop typing so fast. There's no rush. Giddy needs to handle the rock more. It gets stagnant with White handles. I disagree with that. This game was completely different, but I don't think it gets stagnant. With, you want them both because they both create differently. You want them both to have chances of handling the ball. You just do. You want both of them to. Admittedly, not seeing a lot of Lonzo, but does Trey Jones bring a similar level of defensive energy? Is he potentially a good replacement if Zoe is traded? I mean, we've talked about this heavily. Yes, he brings a similar intensity, but he's not nearly as disruptive as a defender. If that makes sense, right? If you can understand the difference between those two, and I don't mean that like an asshole. Like Nick's the only one I'm being an asshole to today. But so yeah, he brings a similar level of just like focus and intensity, but he's not the disruptor that Lonzo is. He's just a really good defender. White and Jones have as many rebounds as you, and you're supposed to be the best rebounder on the team and the best rebounder in the league. Vucevic is never supposed to be the best rebounder in the league, bro. That's just not the case. But he is supposed to be the best rebounder on the team for sure. Guarding Durant also leads to less rebounds, like I've always said with P. Will, when that's your main assignment, unless, which I disagree with that, because Durant mainly does his work in the mid-range. You can guard in the mid-range and still get a rebound, right? Now, I mean, granted, Matas, Julian, the guys that were kind of mainly guarding Kevin Durant, that's a crazy assignment for them, right? That's a wild assignment, but it is what it is. Bulls cannot defend the bigger, longer, more athletic teams. I disagree. We've done that pretty good. This is just, and I wouldn't even say that like the Phoenix Suns are some hugely long athletic team. I wouldn't say that necessarily either. Coby played great overall, but I wish he wouldn't chuck up so many threes when they're not falling, and it's obvious his driving and cutting is working so much better. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the evolution. Like, it really is. It's part of the evolution of Coby. Like, he's still going to have the trigger, right? That's part of what makes Coby White Coby. He's never – I don't think Coby, until maybe he gets a little bit older, is going to be that player that's just like, I'm not taking – but he took 9 threes today. I'm not mad at Coby White going 33% from 3. I'm not going to be mad at that. I'm more mad when it's the games where he goes 0 for 9, 0 for 12, and it's like, Coby, chill the hell out, bro. Chill the hell out. You're the dumbass. Start Collins at the 4. First of all, you got 2 first names. How you got 2 first? How you got more first names than brain cells? That don't make any damn sense. More first names than brain cells is wild, bro. More first names than brain cells is crazy. Like, you got to do a better job than that, bro. Like, your mama spent 9 months with you in her womb building your body and your brain, not for you to come in here and look like an absolute dumbass. I guarantee you she did not do that. Stop disrespecting your mama's sacrifice. Stop doing that, my boy. Stop doing it. It's over, bro. Like, get it together, bro. Like, it's bad enough you walking around here double cheeked up with your BBL and man breast and not a goddamn lick of basketball sense. That's terrible, bro. You got to get it together. Do better, Nick. Do better. Okay? Now, you really don't want to be a victim today. You don't want to be a victim. Never argue with the person that has the microphone. I keep telling y'all that. I don't know why y'all don't understand that. Stop trying to argue with the person that has the microphone, especially when that motherfucker got the gift of gab. I will absolutely lambaste and roast you, bro. All right? Chill the hell out, bro. It's bad enough. It's really bad enough that every time a sock comes out freshly out the dryer, you get turned on. That's bad, right? That's bad. That's bad when the love of your life is a sock. Chill out, my boy. Get out. Go breathe some air. Go pay for a happy ending. Because the happy ending is not coming here other than I'm going to end you. Get your life together, my boy. All right? Do better. It's okay. It's okay. We will get you a steel reinforced man bra to get your life together. But you barking up the wrong tree, my boy. You were barking up the wrong tree. Now, come on. Chill out. I didn't even have to cook you today. That's not even what I was here to do. All right? That's not what I had to do. My boy out here getting turned on by socks and carpets. Like, chill out, bro. Your mama don't even like you using the vacuum cleaner because she knows you're going to do some nasty shit to it. Chill the hell out. All right? Get your life together. My boy got a cat as his profile picture because he don't get no coochie. That's crazy, man. He's a Syrian, not cooking, but Syrian. Exactly. Like this. It was my first day back in a while. Y'all wilding already. I love it. Shout out to my brother Corn in the building. That's funny, man. Not the man, bro. Hey, listen. You see, he's the fact that the only thing he's disputing is Williams ain't a first name. That's so you're not disputing that you're in love with socks. I just want to be clear here. You had all the time in the world to type in "I'm not in love with socks," and that's what you decide to do. That says a lot, bro. That says a lot, man. It's okay, my boy. It's all right, man. My boy is the only person in the world who orders more lube than Diddy. It's okay, man. It's all right. My boy, I know you're a little chafed up. I understand it. It's affecting your brain. We still don't have a point guard in front court rim protection. We have a point guard. His name's Josh Giddey. Rim protection, yes, we do need a lot of rim protection. And I'm sorry, I hate to tell you, but Josh Giddey is absolutely a point guard. It's really not that hard of a concept to grasp. The way Billy uses power forward for a spot, Vooch, Drum, Collins can't run most plays. Nicholas Williams, you better stop while you're ahead because the roll session is going to get ugly for you. The game was kind of hard to watch, not much rhythm for the Bulls, and they still hung around. Terrible. I mean, yeah, they found their rhythm as the game went along. That's for sure. That's for sure. Nicholas never beaten the vacuum cleaner allegations. That boy said, hold on. You said I do what with vacuum cleaners, but you got my last name wrong. Okay, my boy. It's all right, man. It's okay. The vacuum is those type C's, maybe a guy like Danny Wolf at the 4 who can handle the ball and shoot threes will force Billy to play. Listen, I'm not saying that your logic, there's nothing wrong with your logic at all, Rob. But Billy Donovan, I don't give a damn what, like, there's no world in which he runs a double big lineup. Like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. If Giddy isn't a point guard, then Wemby is a normal size dude. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Billy should have tried the big lineup with Sticks and Zach. Those second chance points killed the Bulls. Yeah, I mean, listen, we can talk all day about the things that Billy Donovan overlooks, right? That's just Billy Donovan's coaching style, man. I think Nick Lube collection bigger than Diddy's. Why are we not investigating him? Well, that's because like Diddy had some stuff going on where people ain't consent. Like, at least Nick is using socks that technically can't consent, right? Like, he's okay. He's using machinery. Like, my boy used the vacuum and put that mug to work. So all I'm saying is give Collins more minutes with or without Vooch. I don't care. Can you at least? Yes. Like, yes. See. We cook. You see, this is why I cook people sometimes. Sometimes you got to cook people into sensible thinking. You see, there you go. Yes, we agree with that. Come on, man. That's the good one, bro. That look at you. You got there, man. You got there. You got there, my boy. Lloyd says, so tell me what you've never seen Scary Movie? Have you never seen Scary Movie? Because now I got to take your black card, Lloyd. Like, if you've never seen Scary Movie, I have to take your, like, just give the black card up, my boy. It's done. It's done. I thought Giddy was out for the season. Quick come. Where did you ever read that? Literally the day or two after the injury, they literally said it wasn't nearly as bad as what they thought, and he was going to be back sooner rather than later. C-Red UK says the fact 2 bench players, Giddy starter minutes, and Collins got the most rebounds with 7 is a worry for me. I mean, that's because guess what? And this isn't to you, but Billy Donovan, Zach Collins, and Josh Giddey should be in the starting lineup. I don't know if you know that, Billy Donovan. Billy, if you really want to, come, we can help you out with that. We can help you figure out, to do it. But Billy, I think the data, right? The data, the eye test, everything's pointing towards Zach Collins is the better starter for you. I'm just saying, Billy, my boys at C Red UK just gave you the blueprint. Zach Collins should be your starting center. I don't know if you know that, but hey, I mean, maybe some way we can get this to Billy Donovan so he can figure it out. Because yeah, he told you not to bother him while he's cleaning. Don't bother me while I'm cleaning my room. Whether it was not boxing out mismatches or just 50-50 balls, the Suns seemed to get every rebound, loose ball, and made every clutch three. Booker and even Dunn. Yeah, I mean, momentum plays. That's why I said it. Like, they got the momentum plays in this game, and it was really hard to get that back once you give up that many momentum plays. Game to game, the team rebounding, the rebounds are going to be spread around depending on the assignment. Yeah, listen, yes, the rebounding is going to be spread around, but you can't have a center that's completely factored out of the rebounding game. Basically, you just can't have. There's no excuse for that. None, right? None. So yeah, the rebounding is always going to be spread around because we have good positional rebounding at just about every position. But you still can't have some things there, man. BD should play Nikola Vucevic, Black Tom Thibodeau. Shay. Oh my God, Shay, bro, why do you hate me? Like, why? BD should play Nikola Vucevic, Black Tom Thibodeau? You mean like Tom Thibodeau? Billy Donovan should play Nikola Vucevic like Tom Thibodeau used to play Carlos Boozer. Start Vooch, but close out the games with Collins and play him at critical moments of the game. Oh, man. I'm really starting to think Billy has something against size personally. Luke went. Not you too, Melvin. Not you too. Come on, bro. CPS failed you niggas, bro. Oh, my Lanta. Like when you went off on him with the 4-guard lineup against Denver earlier this year, maybe someone taller took his girl once. I mean, it's not like Billy Donovan's short, but hey, man. I had to take the glasses off to read it properly. Oh, man. And you know what's crazy is that autocorrect never catches any of that for Shay. So this is just what Shay does all the time. It's just what Shay does all the time. Like, that's crazy, man. That's oh, man. Shay spreading his Shay taking his heat out. Got that Shay vid 19, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. Oh, man. Shay be stressing Ace out more than any game. Oh, man. That's crazy. Sorry, bro. It's late and frustrated that I feel you, bro. Oh man. All right, y'all. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. I gotta still go do Locked On Bulls, man. Um thank y'all for the laughs. Thank y'all for being amazing, man. I appreciate y'all so much, bro. Y'all are amazing. I say it all the time. Best audience in YouTube, man. And I mean that. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, man. That's all I can say. Make sure you guys are following the channel at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. That's thanks to you, lovely and beautiful people. I'll catch you guys in the morning for the daily. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.